please hit that subscribe button. Hey everybody, better suited to win the Stanley Cup this season. If you are new to the channel, Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins.
Locked on and he scored! And we're live. Hey everybody, so it's time for another video of my series talking about my favorite players by position on every NHL team. And we did Pittsburgh last, so I think it just makes sense that we do Philadelphia today. Now before we begin, I just ask that you please hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, as those likes go a long way in helping the channel. And please subscribe if you are new. But let's get into it here. So I'm going to talk about, by position, my favorite players on the Philadelphia Flyers. Starting at left wing, where we have Claude Giroux. Now, Claude Giroux also can play center, obviously, but I have someone else I want to put at center, so I'm putting Claude Giroux on the left side because, you know, he plays there quite a bit. I have always loved Claude Giroux. Ever since he came into the league, he's been one of my favorite Flyers and one of my favorite players. I think he's a really underrated player and somebody who has had an incredibly good career, but kind of has never really been thought of in that top tier of, high-end NHL players. But I think for a number of years he has been that player. So Claude Giroux, I think, is a little bit underrated, but a very, very good guy and definitely my favorite left wing. At center, we have I was going to say my favorite player, probably not. Probably my second favorite player on the Philadelphia Flyers, Shaun Couturier. I love Shaun Couturier. I mean, you talk about a two-way center with the shutdown defensive capabilities of, Jonathan Toews and Patrice Bergeron and the top Anze Kopitar, the top defensive centers in the league. And also the ability to put up a point per game or more in a season. Shaun Couturier is awesome. Absolutely love this guy. Incredibly good player. And this list would not be possible without having Shaun Couturier on it because he is absolutely incredible. Now at right wing, we have for sure my favorite player on the Philadelphia Flyers, and that is Travis Konecny. I love Travis Konecny. This guy is like exactly the kind of player that I love in the NHL. He's small, but he's feisty. He goes to the net. He's not afraid to get involved physically. Obviously, he had a breakout offensive season this year with his goal scoring and just his point production in general. He can fight if he needs to. He's not afraid to hit. I mean, this guy is everything to love as a hockey player. In your face, hard-nosed, kind of old school kind of player, but very, very talented, very, very skilled, and can put up a lot of offense as well. I am a huge fan of Travis Konecny. He is one of my favorite players in the league. He's certainly my favorite Philadelphia Flyer. Shaun Couturier is too. Konecny is without a doubt number one. And I just love everything that this kid brings to the table. On defense, we have Matt Niskanen as my favorite. I've always liked Niskanen. He's gone to the Stars, to the Penguins, to the Capitals, now to the Flyers. Everywhere he goes, I'm a fan of Matt Niskanen. He's just a really, really good two-way defenseman. He's put a very, very good NHL career together. And I've just always been a fan of his, so he's definitely my favorite D-man on the Flyers. And my second favorite D-man on the Flyers is Ivan Provar, who I would say is their best defenseman, most talented, clear-cut number one guy. Just so good, offensive ability, good defensive play, still very, very young as well. It feels like he's been on the Flyers for a number of years now, and he has. He's been there probably 3 or 4 years at this point in Philadelphia, but he's still really young. He's still developing. He's still growing. And Provorov's a really, really good player and one of the better young defensemen in the league. So I'm a huge fan of his. And that brings us finally to goaltender, where it is none other than Carter Hart. I mean, Hart is one of the best goaltending prospects we've seen. Or I guess he's not even really a prospect anymore. He's a full-on NHL goaltender. He's one of the best young NHL goaltenders that we've seen in a long, long time in this league. I think he is going to be a Vezina Trophy level goalie. He's going to be a top 5 NHL goalie. And, to come into the league at just 20 years old, it's just insane to me to have it. Goaltenders are usually the slowest developing players by position-wise. and it's usually 24, 25 before we see goaltenders really hit their stride in the NHL, and then even later before they get in their prime. But Carter Hart is playing like a top NHL goalie in his early 20s. It's insane. So Carter Hart's an awesome, awesome player, and definitely my favorite goaltender on the team. So those are my favorites for the Philadelphia Flyers, guys, and I really do like a lot of these players. We've got Claude Giroux on left wing, Shaun Couturier at center, Travis Konechny at right wing. Defense is Matt Niskanen and Ivan Provorov, and goaltender is Carter Hart. So with that, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow on social media. All those links are down in the description below. If you'd like to further support the channel, the links to our Patreon and merchandise store are down in the description as well. Keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys soon.